Newman serving first. Here we go.
Really good eye, eagle vision by Tyson, McGuffin, and Maggie Brascia. I mean, great defense by Riley Newman and Catherine Parenteau again, being able to defend so many balls against the Tyson McGuffin Ferrari forehand.
That Ferrari forehand, come on.
Good finish by Riley Newman. It's going to be so important to get the ball down in this match.
I mean, all four of these players, great defenders. It's like you're playing against a brick wall out there that also hits really good shots. It's like a brick wall on steroids. Don't know where I was going with that, but
I like it. Good sit by Maggie Brascia, sliding on that backhand side. And great consistency and ball placement by Tyson McGuffin. Riley Newman looking to find that opportunity to attack, seeing if that spot was open.
Again, just how low that forehand from McGuffin is over the net. Parenteau has no choice but to hit up ever so slightly, but even that, you know, even her fourth ball was not that high, but it was just high enough for McGuffin to attack it.
Absolutely. Got what they wanted there in that point, just not able to execute. Yeah, it's so important when you hit a good drive to follow it in. If it's got a lot of topspin and your opponents are still in transition zone, you're hoping to catch them somewhere near their feet. And they don't have a choice, like you said, Will, but to hit the ball up, and you want to be on top of it when it's up over the net on your side of the court. Good guidance by Tyson McGuffin, staying in there with the Riley Newman pancake.
Oh, he's just there, just out in front with that backhand counter. Just so pretty. He's hit so many of those throughout his career.
Let's get a look at it here.
ATP from Riley Newman.
Looked out.
And the call was out. It does
the ball was out.
A little wide. I think Newman is asking if there was a call.
You have challenges.
Newman just a little upset that he didn't hear a call
right away. That was a good call by Maggie Brascia, calling that ball out because it was out.
Wide?
Catherine Parenteau, one of those players that doesn't do a lot, but what she does very well at, she does very well, if you know what I mean. She's a great dinker, great resetter, great volleyer. She's just so consistent, not going to make a lot of errors. It's going to be really important for Maggie if she's going to want to compete, to play consistent as well.
Looks like that one stay in. No, they
like
no, that one in comfortably.
Yes, well in. Right hands.
Gosh, what an exchange, and Newman just able to get that ball down.
Yeah, so exciting to watch. So exciting.
So fast-paced.
Great presence by Tyson McGuffin. It's an uncharacteristic missed reset by Catherine Parenteau.
That's a nice spot on the drive from Parenteau.
A little confusion as to who was going to take that ball by Maggie and Tyson. Good spot by Catherine. Good vision by Tyson and Maggie.
Eagle vision.
Eagle vision. Oh yeah, eagle vision.
There we go.
3, 2, 1.
862.
Through the middle goes Newman. Was expecting that attack from Brascia, and that one stays in.
It's a good spot by Riley Newman. Very calculated roll, very experienced player. Both Riley and Tyson, vets of the pickleball world. That one stays in.
Might be the slowest winner that we see today, Nick.
The most deceiving counter of your life.
Here we go.
Felt like time slowed down while that was in the air. Like McGuffin got what he wanted, just didn't quite make solid contact with it. I guess the ball was on the way down, so kind of hard to speed it up when you're changing that trajectory.
Right, yeah.
Out, but they're gonna give it to them. McGuffin appreciative of that.
Yeah, that's a generous call.
Love that. It's a little sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Hoping that the karma may help them.
Right. And that's just very good, exceptional pressure by Riley Newman.
Just the way that, obviously we can talk about, the distinct way in which he holds his paddle. He just gets so much topspin on that little two-handed, I guess, pancake grip is what you call it.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that makes him so entertaining to watch.
If you're Tyson and Maggie right now, I think the play is going to be dropping the ball a lot to Catherine, letting Maggie and Catherine sit in that forehand exchange, because Maggie Brascia has such a great forehand dink, one of the best forehand dinks in the game, and allow Tyson to look for an opportunity to attack. That was just a really good spot by Riley Newman.
We will get a timeout here from McGuffin and Brascia. Parenteau and Newman leading 6-3. We'll take this opportunity to show you the Duper head-to-head.
Nothing like playing pickleball on your birthday, huh?
Honestly, that sounds like a pretty good day. Hands in the middle of that point were just insane.
Really good hands. That was a great point.
Just got to think, man, what does it take to win a point off these guys? It's insane.
Yes, you have to be as patient as you can, looking to find the right spot. that's going to be the best chance for sure. Looking to find those opportunities to attack. What do you think, Will?
Yeah, I think, I mean, like you said, the kind of going behind Riley Newman is really well done. He's someone who's going to want to play a big left side, especially in mixed, but door on game one. Parenteau and Newman so
Athletic you are, how consistent you are, and how good is your offense and your defense. I mean, just how much better you are.
right.
That's what it boils down to.
That's what every pickleball match boils down to, to an extent.
To an extent, for sure.
To an extent.
Yeah. See, what I loved in that point that they did really well was they played aggressive. They forced Riley and Catherine to have to make the smart choices. And even though they didn't give up without a fight, they're still able to come out on top in that exchange.
We'll see if that kind of sets the tone here as they try and force a game three.
Riley Newman, that was a really good speed up. Maggie was just on top of it. I think this is anyone's game still, personally.
100%. I don't disagree. Maybe Brascia and McGuffin didn't quite have their best in game one, but look at here, it's been, you know, maybe 90 seconds, it's already 3-0.
3-0-2.
Talk about aggressive. That would have been a very aggressive play from McGuffin, trying to take that one as he's still running up to the kitchen line.
It certainly would have.
Really nice start for, that's really the start that they needed, McGuffin, Maggie, Brascia, if they want to stay in this match. And don't see that too often.
No.
From Tyson McGuffin.
No, that was a Swiss cheese paddle.
No. Okay. I think that means it's lunchtime.
Yeah, feels like it. It's a good spot by Maggie Brascia. Riley Newman can't do anything but respect that speed up.
Next level defense there. Yeah, really doing Newman, but on the other side of that, you've got the pressure from McGuffin, just unrelenting.
This is the run that they were needing. What are they doing differently in this game versus game one, you may ask? And the truth is, I think they're just executing much better. I think they were in the game one. I think they just couldn't execute what they were trying to do. And in this game right now, so far, they're executing everything they've been trying to accomplish here.
Then you couple that with a few errors that you don't typically see from Parenteau and Newman. And it's just a great combination. As it looks, Newman got stuck on the right side in that.
I have bad bunions. Wish they'd disappear.
Lapiplasty. Sup, future me.
And no bunions. How?
Lapiplasty corrects bunions at the source, meaning you're back in sneakers in weeks.
Lapiplasty.
Weeks! The future of bunion surgery is here. Learn more at lapiplasty.com. Risks include infection, pain, and loss of correction.
Run continues, and like you said, Nick, it's just the aggression on the side of McGuffin at Brascia.
Absolutely. And that is the kind of point that you want coming out of a timeout, as you would say, Will.
Second serve. Six, 1-2. Sign out. Yeah. 1-6-1.
Shut us down. They're commentating, and then they're going to introduce themselves. There's no way they're doing a better job than that. No way, dude. You're locked in.
Second serve. Timeout, serving team, 8-3-2. 1 minute. I'll recall the score. 8-3-2.
Parenteau and Newman looking to work their way back into this second game.
Yeah.
Trailing 3-8. It's awesome points we've had in this game too.
Yeah, some of the most incredible points you're going to see in pickleball.
And it was, I think, one thing to watch for. It looked like Parenteau and Newman got stuck on 3 for a few side outs.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want to try and unwind the stack on McGuffin's third shot drive, but now you've got Newman back on the left. So it's going to be interesting to see if that helps them as they try and work their way back into the second game.
Absolutely. That's a really good hybrid roll by Tyson McGuffin. Sometimes when an opponent's defense is so good, when you're resetting balls, you're usually taking all the pace off of your opponent's ball, their overhead, or what you know, their forehand roll, off of, you know, all the pace off of the ball, resetting in the kitchen. When you get a hybrid shot, you have to generate some of that power to get it back over the net, so it can be difficult to gauge how much to do or how little.
Ball nearly hitting the referee on the side of the court. I think it may have hit her ponytail, actually. Honestly, the composure there is insanely impressive. Well done.
She didn't even flinch.
Didn't even flinch.
Like Muhammad Ali.
Goodness gracious. No 2 for flinching here.
Exactly. Really good counter by Maggie Brascia, just able to anticipate properly and put the ball in the right spot.
And also to redirect that counter to the spot where Newman wasn't. I think just having that directional control when the ball's coming at you that quickly, it's really impressive and understated skill as well.
Absolutely. Well said, Will. Wow, and the big move pays off for Tyson McGuffin.
A game point here, 10-5 for the number 11 seeds.
A shot like that is high risk, high reward because you're leaving a lot of the court open. And against a team like Riley and Catherine, who have such great hands, you're putting yourself in a huge risk. And a little unlucky net cord there, and lucky for Catherine. She's got to kiss the net loves her.
That's 1 game point saved and gives Parenteau and Newman a chance to potentially tie things up, but they need a big run here. And what a point. Riley Newman
Just
taking
wicked
over.
wicked hands by everyone on the court. Riley Newman, just such an athlete.
You see there on the replay, full crowds here on a Thursday afternoon. Awesome experience to be here at Brookhaven Country Club. Maybe a timeout.
Let's see if they're able to close out the match.
Riley Newman,
Close out the
Catherine
game.
Parenteau. Hoping that doesn't happen. 3 points away from tying this one up.
He's funny.
That one not going to help McGuffin and Brascia.
Really good dink by Tyson McGuffin. It was good for him to take that ball and apply a lot of pressure to Catherine.
8-2.
I like the spot there from Parenteau.
Yeah.
Like, you know, maybe trying to
Go behind Tyson.
go behind, like you said, but McGuffin just out there.
10-1.
Such a great job. Such a short swing on that backhand counter. When he catches it cleanly, it's almost always just coming at you so quickly.
Yeah, and I think he was able to anticipate well because of maybe what you said earlier of them playing a lot of pickleball together, a lot of last year together. So maybe he knew that she was going to go behind him there in that spot.
10-2.
Another game point.
And that's it. Game 2 goes to Maggie Brascia and Tyson McGuffin.
We are Maggie Brascia and Tyson McGuffin locked 1 game apiece. It's a race to 11 here. Will Doughton and Nick Black thrilled to be bringing you the action from Brookhaven Country Club. This one is going to be special. Let's go.
0-2.
Just what defense there from Parenteau and Newman. I mean, McGuffin was just like knifing the backhand.
I know. I mean, that's just a really good point. First point of game 3.
1-0-2.
That's it. Wow. Tyson McGuffin. The showmanship.
Just so fast-paced, this pickleball.
0-1.
It's awesome to see.
Oh,
Love off the net.
The net
Catherine
love.
Parenteau.
Off of the Tyson McGuffin Ferrari forehand.
Man, and we were right on that baseline where he hit that forehand. Absolutely ripped it.
So this is a mismatch here because we've got Riley Newman on the right side, Catherine on the left. Tyson looking to be aggressive there.
Maybe
Might
not
have-
the right point, or not the right shot to pull the trigger, but certainly understand the reason.
True. Yeah, I mean, he's trying to apply that pressure with Catherine being on the left. Great spot by Tyson McGuffin.
That's the attack you want if you're McGuffin.
Especially if you have a pancake grip like Riley Newman going to his right shoulder or his left shoulder, left hip. Might be a good spot. Just Catherine and Riley, just super solid pickleball players, obviously.
Here we go, here we go.
0-1.
And the bird for Riley Newman.
The athleticism.
Finished with a beautiful angle. Another look at that one.
Riley Newman's coming from a basketball background.
0-1-2.
Get the hops.
Got the hops, yep.
Former official for basketball, I believe. He was a high school basketball official, I believe.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
all-time pickle has been for a while, and absolutely electric player to watch.
Second serve.
So do you like, so we are kind of seeing, you know, obviously we have the stack with Parenteau and Newman. On the odds, they're choosing not to unwind the stack when they're returning. And that is, you know, kind of creating some uncomfortable, I guess we'll say, situations with having Parenteau on the left and Newman on the right. Obviously, they can both play those sides, but do you like the play from them choosing not to unwind out of respect for the third shots from Brascia and Tyson?
Yeah, I mean, I do really like the decision. I think in mixed doubles, it can be very difficult to unwind the stack when you have someone that has a really big serve, because you open up an easy drive. And if you aren't really good at volleying the ball, or if you're not comfortable with knocking them down, it can open up quite a bit of offense for your opponents. So it's better to just stay.
I could not believe that hands battle lasted as long as your explanation did. At that point.
I just needed to spit it out. My
That
gosh.
was an incredible point. Oh my gosh, the
Really
level continuing to rise here as this match wages on.
Maggie Brascia with a very well-disguised speed up on Catherine Parenteau. That was a really great get by Tyson McGuffin, and another great get, obviously, by Riley Newman.
The way that Newman hit that lob, it looked like his grip got stuck, or he
Just scooped it, and scoop lob.
Riley Newman special, I guess. It certainly looked like he didn't mean to hit it that way, but it certainly worked, which is that much more impressive. Catherine Parenteau sitting on that one, two-handed through the middle.
It's one of the reasons why she's one of the greats.
1-1-1.
Really good shot by Maggie Brascia, able to go behind the guy. Such an underrated shot, but like we talked about earlier, Will, that pattern's really working for Tyson McGuffin and Maggie Brascia, with Maggie staying in that dinking rally with Catherine Parenteau, able to find those speed up spots.
We'll see if that continues, but what an ATP defense there from Maggie Brascia. But the response from McGuffin a little wide. Newman ready for that one.
Yeah, just remarkable defense by Newman and Parenteau.
3-1 on the second. 3-1-2.
Just the unrelenting pressure there from Tyson McGuffin.
Just staying locked in every point.
Here we go.
Barstool Sports didn't name him the most electrifying man in sports for no reason. Finally get the serve back, trailing 1-3. Had a little bit of everything. And we've seen so many ATPs from Riley Newman. I mean, that one kind of a result of McGuffin's backhand dink hitting the net and kind of rolling out wide. But ended up turning the tide of the point.
goes their way. The net giveth and it taketh.
Great equalizer, generally.
2-3-2.
And it was almost just the way that Newman hit that ball. I mean, obviously the pancake grip, I'm not even sure how he made solid contact with the ball. He really hit it like holding his paddle sideways. McGuffin was ready for that attack from Parenteau, but Newman was ready for the shot that came right after it through the middle.
And that's the difference maker between low-level pros versus high-level pros. They're not just ready for the first ball, but they're ready for the second, third, and onwards.
Staying alive in that rally. High this early in the week.
Well said, Will. Totally agree.
Riley Newman, Catherine Parenteau leading 4-3. And to make that 5-3.
Here we go.
After Newman calling his own number on that one.
5-3-1.
That one characteristic miss by Tyson McGuffin.
And you,
it's anyone's match.
of course, the wind kind of coming in at the beginning of that round. Newman a little upset with himself on that one. Second serve upcoming.
3-2.
Wow, really good shot by Riley Newman. Able to find that opening behind Tyson McGuffin in that long dinking exchange.
And I think just, you know, when you're in that long dink rally, just having the awareness to be looking for openings like that, like in addition to hitting, you know, unattackable dinks, but to also be actively looking for those opportunities.
Absolutely.
That's so impressive.
When you're dinking, I mean, that's where you're playing chess. That's where you're calculating where to speed up, where, you know, where to put the ball, that kind of thing.
Attack from Maggie Brascia to the net. Dangerous spot here for the number 11 seeds.
Just incredible defense by Riley Newman and Catherine Parenteau.
Somehow she makes contact with the ball while on the ground. Does go a bit long, but
she's down but not out.
Certainly. She's down, not out, but the ball's out.
Yeah, exactly.
The crowd loving that one.
Second serve.
Pretty obvious outball hit in the middle of that one from Riley Newman, but not paid. Doesn't pay the price for it.
3-8-2.
3-8.
Certainly in McGuffin's budget, but I think when you're down, it's better to just concede the dink to the dink there. Don't you think, Will?
Yeah, I think, especially on the back end, I mean, I trust McGuffin's ATP. I trust both his ATP from both sides.
Correct.
But
Yeah, of course.
I think it's a little bit more potent from the forehand. I think of that one, you probably just go cross-court neutral dink. You know?
Totally. Get yourself back in the point.
Right.
And that was the setup that he wanted. It's just Riley Newman was just on it.
Keep fighting. Woo!
Timeout receiver, 9-3-1. 1 minute.
Really well in game 2. Not as well right now in game 3.
Tyson McGuffin with authority on that one. Just
Yeah.
put it to rest on the backhand. Second serve coming up now.
That's it. And that goes, that's exactly what I was talking about right there, Will. I'm able to, when you're speeding the ball up and able to put the ball away when you're looking for those combos.
Right.
When that opportunity to attack is there, being able to finish.
Taking advantage of the opportunity when you get a higher ball.
Correct.
So close, and you know, we talked about it earlier a little bit, but you know, it can be so hard to take advantage of those opportunities when it seems like every single shot that you're hitting down on, that you're hitting hard, is still coming back at you just as hard. The angle from Parenteau,
So good.
really important. So it's a very deep and awesome serve. Newman says to Parenteau as she's coming up, hey, stay, so they don't have to risk unwinding the stack, and that ended up paying off. Had huge dividends. They get the serve back.
That's why they're one of the best.
Second serve.
Thought for a second that might have
Yeah, I didn't know.
somehow been in, but a little wide.
A little while, yeah.
9-3-2. Football, left foot, point.
The footfall call makes it match point for Newman and Parenteau, and you just hear the crowd just, it's just tough.
Side out.
And they can still come back from this, you know.
100%.
Anything can happen in pickleball. You get on a run.
3-10-1.
We've seen crazier things. 3-10.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful off-speed shot by Tyson McGuffin. Underrated. Underrated.
4-10-1.
I think Newman thought he was probably going to attack Parenteau with that one. Wasn't really expecting the ball to come to him.
Second serve.
Wow, really good point.
Just overcooked by McGuffin.
Yeah, I mean, Maggie had a great reset, keeping them in the point. Tyson thought that speed up was there, and I think it was. I just don't think he got enough topspin on the ball to keep it in.
Point.
Scoreboard pressure.
Some clean living action happening over there.
5-10-2.
And just how the way that Newman was able to basically take a point that they were almost certainly going to lose when McGuffin's paddle went up, and it was,
You have 5.
and just to somehow turn it into offense. Another match point here for Parenteau and Newman.
Second serve. Match point.
Go, Riley.
10-2.
Match point number 3 saved in style from Tyson McGuffin.
Yes. Tyson McGuffin with a nice forehand open there in the middle. It's hard to drive a ball cross court to Tyson's backhand from that spot.
5-10-1. Point.
Closing in
Visible
here.
frustration by Catherine Parenteau. Just wanted to close this match out.
Second serve.
And no net love there for McGuffin and Brascia. It's more like net hate. Is it?
6-2.
Makes the ball just a bit wide.
Oh,
And the
almost got it. Almost got it. Just incredible display of athleticism by
Let's
Riley
get out of
Newman.
here.
10-6-1.
High risk, high reward shot by Tyson McGuffin. Catherine trying to go behind him. Just missed it off the net.
At the riskiest point in the match, too. I mean, the whole court was open after McGuffin.
And he's
Made the
50.
move.
He's 75% successful in that because he's done it 3 times. 2 times it's worked out in his favor. ATP closes the tour. Riley Newman, Catherine Parenteau.
What a win for them. 3 games over Tyson McGuffin and Maggie Brascia. They are through to the mixed doubles quarterfinals. What a match. What a match to start off our mixed doubles coverage here today, Nick.
Yes.
Final thoughts on this one. It was a